What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke. I hope everyone's enjoying the NBA playoffs right now. I certainly am. That's why some of my videos are coming really late at night like this. I record all the games, you know what I mean, and then I watch them back DVR style so that I don't have to sit through all the commercials. But I still watched 3 games back to back to back today, which, you know, pretty cool way to spend your evening after you get off work. But after that, I decided to get on Borderlands 2 and kill the dragons at overpower level 8 using the Patriot sniper rifle. There are probably quite a few of you who know what the Patriot is. It's a Seraph sniper rifle from the first DLC. It's made by Vladof, and it has a increased base damage, but at the cost of literally every other stat. Reload speed, magazine size, accuracy, and fire rate are all lower than what a standard purple Vladof Droog would be. And because of that, it's not optimal. It's really bad for a Vladof sniper. It's probably the worst Vladof sniper, to be honest with you. Even if you just have like a blue Vladof sniper, any barrel even, it would probably be better than the Patriot. However, I wanted to use it to kill the dragons today because I thought it would be cool. Now, I am wearing a blockade right now, and I have a very limited amount of transfusion grenades, so I'm going to have to get very, very, good performance in the first half of this fight here while Helianth is still alive in order to make it through. So what I'm doing is using my 10 transfusion grenades pretty heavy up front here because this is the most dangerous part, and then I'll have to survive through some other crafty ways after that. Luckily, Helianth got kind of stuck here, and it worked out really well because it allowed me to get a few extra critical hits and actually kill Helianth in only 2 landings, which is pretty solid as far as Helianth landings go. It took off again here, but it's almost dead. So I guess technically 3 landings, but, 3 very short landings. Instead of bringing Helianth down again, though, I did go down here, and Brood actually cooperated really well, landed right in front of me, spit a baby dragon right there, very quickly, so that I could get a second win. And that's actually instrumental in me winning this fight because I need multiple second wins to get through this, and also extra grenade ammo, which the little dragons do end up dropping several different times for me, and that's going to enable me to get through this pretty quickly here. Unfortunately, Helianth glitches out bad here, and I would have been able to kill it while it was stuck in its healing phase, but it got stuck underground, and so I had to wait a little bit for it to get killed. So I said we killed it in 2 landings, but it was actually, full 3 full-blown landings there. I apologize for that mistake. You might have heard my dog back there trying to troll me with his little squeaky toy. I hope you guys don't mind. Anywho, we've killed Brood and Helianth now. What we need to kill next is Boost. I choose to kill Boost before Incinerator, even though it will level Incinerator up one time, just because I'm going to get extra stacks from killing Incinerator anyway. Boost, making a lot of mistakes during this commentary. I'm going to kill Boost anyway, so it's not really going to be a difference on how much damage I'm going to be doing to Incinerator. Even though he will have increased damage reduction, I will have far increased DPS via the extra stacks I get from killing Boost. Such is my theory anyway. And it's definitely a lot easier to survive during Incinerator's fire dance once you've actually already killed Boost. I needed to make sure and kill Boost very quickly there so that it did not level up Incinerator a second time, as that would be very, very counterproductive. I'm going to go ahead and try to bring Incinerator down now. I have 2 second wind opportunities, and I decided to keep those alive. Sometimes when I'm using a gun that's not quite as poor in performance, or I have more Critical Ascension stacks, I'll go ahead and get rid of those little dragons. However, being that I only had 2 transfusion grenades and I just wasted one of them, and then the second one didn't even slag him, I'm definitely going to end up needing those not those transfusion grenades, but those second wind opportunities from those little dragons. For example, right here I needed one. Use the Fire Patriot, go ahead and get a kill on him. Now my health is really low, I have no transfusion grenades, and I'm going to need some health. So I went ahead and activated the health shrine, which I seldom use during this boss fight. It's not very useful most of the time, but it ended up being useful this time, so that worked out pretty well. Unfortunately, Incinerator's going back in the air again, and I've barely got any damage on him. It is confirmed, though, that he didn't level up on that second boost landing because he's still only level 84 as opposed to 85, which he would have been if he leveled up a second time. And if you let any of these dragons level up multiple times, the damage reduction really adds up, so I don't recommend that. Definitely try to kill boost in one landing if you can, or, you know, you'll be in for a long fight. Go ahead and get kunai on Incinerator here. I'm going to use the slag Pimpernel to make sure I get slag on him, because obviously that's absolutely critical for doing a lot of damage very quickly. Go ahead and put some more rounds in his head. Now this stage of the fight actually does take a long time, because I have waning critical ascension stacks and no steady way to slag or survive. So I have to play very cautiously. And for example, right now I knew I was going to have to get ammo, so I ran over here and got that. Incinerator's going to take off again. Going to try to get more critical hits on him while he's in the air to try to maintain my stacks. Unfortunately, he hit me with a huge fire blast there. And so I'm going to need to kill this last dragon, and now I have no opportunities for second wins other than Incinerator himself. And that's obviously not an option at this point, as he still has over 3/4 of his health left. So I'm in some trouble here. I thought about going and getting this next health relic over there, but that wasn't an opportunity because he kind of blocked me with the stage lighting on fire. So instead, I just throw my transfusion grenade at him. Again, too early on the transfusion grenade throw, a real mistake there, because I could have used that transfusion grenade not only for slag, but the heal as well. Luckily though, we do have him slagged, and I was able to get that health over there. Just using the Patriot now to add more stacks and deal damage at the same time. Trying to kill him, you know, hopefully this landing, but obviously that won't be the case. And I'm going to have to bring him down at least once more in order to kill him. See, this is kind of a problem here because I don't really have a way to keep him slagged like I do when I usually have transfusion grenades. But the Patriot's not the best weapon, and we will need multiple landings. Luckily, the Pimpernel has a very, very high slag chance, which should give me, you know, at least some slag coverage. Obviously, I can't switch to anything like a Grog Nozzle or a Slagga, as I will lose all of my Critical Ascension stacks. I decided to check the gear that the baby dragons dropped, just in case any of those were a grenade mod, because when you pick up a grenade mod, you get a grenade ammo, you know, in your inventory, or available to you, and that works out really well. I do not have an inflammable shield, unfortunately. I am using the blockade. An inflammable shield would make it pretty much a guaranteed win at this point. However, I can't go and equip an inflammable shield because I will lose my critical ascension stacks. Go ahead and try to get slag on him now with the Pimpernel. Unfortunately, he got kind of glitched out where he flew around in the air too long, and so that landing didn't take very long at all. Try to get a critical hit on him before he closes his wings so that my stacks will hold just a little bit better while he's in this fire dance stage. I was very happy to get finished with this kill. I had tried it once before and I was like, yeah, I'm never going to try that again. And then after the playoff games tonight, I came down and tried it again, and it was a first try success. And so that was pretty lucky there. I got a lot of good behavior from the bosses here. It's definitely not a challenge I'd recommend to people. It's definitely not a very good challenge. It's pretty difficult to pull off, and you know, like any boss fight with the dragons, it's very luck dependent basically, because they have really poor AI. Luckily, I have a low recharge delay blockade because I got kind of in a bad situation over there, stuck on that corner, but I had to get more ammo, and I was able to sneak by Incinerator there without him killing me. I still have over 60 stacks, which isn't great, but again, it's not that bad either. I was able to get up to 71 before the fire dance. Obviously, I'll lose 6 or 7 stacks during the fire dance. He lights a lot of the stage on fire if you have him do multiple fire dances, and so you kind of have to watch out for that. I use my decoy to fool him while I'm actually trying to tank this fire damage over time, which worked out well. I was able to get kunai on him, I think, and definitely get slag on him. while running away and maintaining my life. Knowing that I only need a few more shots here, I go pretty offensive. I know that even if I go down, I should have enough fight for my lifetime to go ahead and finish him off. But I threw my decoy there to get the kunai to make sure that I would definitely have enough damage if that was going to happen. Obviously, I was out of transfusion grenades, and it got pretty intense towards the end. I was pretty happy when I finished this. I was not expecting this to be a successful run, but I tried it anyway, and it turns out it worked out great. I'll be sure, when I say great, I mean it worked. Anywho, I'll show you my gear and skill build after my little celebration laps here. I was pretty happy about this. Like I said, you know, the Patriot isn't the optimal gun to kill these guys with. If you use a Lyuta with the same strategy, basically, you know, you can skip that first part where I used a low-level sniper to actually build up stacks, and you'll wreck every dragon in one landing if all goes well. So I do thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate that. If you haven't yet, please take the time to subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. One of the reasons I wanted to make this video is someone was talking smack about how in some of my dragon kills I pre-stacked, and that, you know, that's not really legit. Well, here you go, a non-pre-stacking Patriot kill. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.